Good evening. My name is Jerry Snow. I'm a member of the Bella Vista City Council going into my fourth year, and I just really want to talk to people about the importance of involvement in the city and the city council. Sometimes I'm concerned that people that move here, we have a lot of new residents to Bella Vista that they have moved from someplace like California, New York, wherever everything's so quiet and peaceful here. I'm afraid maybe they forget about being involved in our city government, being aware of what's happening in the city. We have many important things that as a city that we need to be working on. It's important that people attend our council meetings, understand what's happening, understand where the councilmen are voting and how they're voting, what they're supporting, so that they can be involved, so they can express their opinions. And when it comes election time, so they can voice their concern about whatever that particular councilman or that particular candidate may be presenting, may be promoting. It's just important that people be involved in Bella Vista. We have a very minimal turnout at our council meetings. It seems like it requires some kind of a big issue. And we have such an issue, I feel, with our media. We only have one media that I feel like is reports to the people, makes the people aware of what's actually happening, and then we have a print media that I just don't feel like is responsive to the people of Bella Vista. The council needs to be aware of what people's feelings are. They need to be aware of what people are concerned about, what they are interested in knowing about. And when you come to a council meeting, you don't necessarily have to speak about something or exercise your 3 minutes, which everybody, I need to point that out, that everybody that attends a council meeting, when you come in and you want to speak about something, there's a sign-in sheet that you sign in with some information on, and then the mayor will call you in the order in which you signed in to say your 3 minutes to talk about whatever your situation is, whatever the subject is, whatever it is that you're concerned about, whether it be streets, whether it be trash, whether it be a particular residence in the area that has this kind of abandoned, and you've got a yard that's growing up with weeds, whatever the situation is, you got an opportunity to come to the council meeting and express your opinion. And opinions are extremely important because that's the only way sometimes that we have an idea as to what you're thinking about or what your concerns are, is that you come to the council meeting and express those concerns. I'm not sure how many people might be aware of what's happening or an issue that's before the council right now. An ordinance and 2 resolutions that have been proposed by a certain council member, and one of the ordinance will require a change in the way that elections are handled, in that a candidate will be required to file their financial disclosure statement. They're going to have to file 2 of them. They'll have to file one so many days prior to early voting that identifies all their expenses and contributions, and then they'll have to file the regular contribution and expense report with the city and county at a later date. So it's simply an early filing that is not necessary. It has no purpose other than to provide the information, or provide information to our certain council member in order that he will be able to take that information and turn it into a conspiracy theory, to question where that particular contribution may have come from. To give you an example, if my Uncle Joe in Billings, Montana wanted to make a contribution to my campaign, then according to this one particular councilman who's promoting all of this, that immediately becomes suspicious. That's immediately grounds for a conspiracy as to why someone in Billings, Montana would want to make a contribution to my campaign. It's not a matter that should be vilified and turned into as I said, a conspiracy about what influence this particular person may have over me. And that's what this is being turned into, this particular legislation. As I said, it's got no particular purpose other than to provide a particular councilman with the information that he wants in order to be able to um, vilify those candidates that he doesn't agree with or that he doesn't like, to use that information to question where their particular campaign donations might be coming through. He has questioned the integrity of a state senator who has the right, just like anyone else, to make a contribution. The state senator, the Real Estate Association, and others that may not live in Bella Vista, that may live outside the state. Bella Vista is now a somewhat larger city than what it was in the earlier days. We've gone from about 15,000 to over 30,000. A political campaign anymore is not something that can be run on a shoestring budget. If you want to win, you've got to get your name out in front of people. You've got to use the media, TV, radio, print. You've got to use all media options available in order to try to get your name out and to get your platform out. And you've got to have contributions, and people make contributions all the time. Do people make contributions with the intent of exercising some type of influence over the person that they have made the contribution for? Does that happen? Sure, it happens. Is it happening in Bella Vista? I gotta ask, why would it happen in Bella Vista? What do we have happening in Bella Vista that would be so important to someone that they would make a contribution to get that particular councilman or that particular council person voting in a particular way on that particular issue? There's no big contracts involved that a person could influence. People make contributions, such as the senator and others make contributions because Bella Vista is a growing place, a growing city, and they are interested in seeing that the best candidates get elected to serve our government, to serve our people. And that is why people, other than friends and relatives, that's why other people make contributions to people's campaigns.